Hey y'all, it's Mary. It is Sunday night, so we're going to do us a video here on Stamps-N-Lingers. Hang on, let me get off to the left here. Let me get fired up a little better than I am so I can see if we've got folks on and make sure that I'm actually transmitting. Hang on, here we go. Hopefully everything's working. I got Jean. Hey Jean, hi Julie. Nice of you to join me tonight. I appreciate it. I got some other folks, so let's see if what we got going here. All right, it looks like we're transmitting. Hello, Shirley. Hi, Marcia. Hi, Donna. Glad to see you guys tonight. Hi, Karen. Really glad that you could join me. I appreciate it very much. Hello, Marianne. Sorry I'm a little late. I realized at the last moment that I needed something to drink. A person cannot have a live video without an emergency drink. The small Carhartts are keeping me warm, Rosie, and I have a story about that today that I'm going to share. Hi, Jean. Hi, Jerry. Hi, Barbara. Paula. Hello, Brooke and Beverly. Glad that you could join me tonight. And Karen, appreciate it. All right, so we're going to do some fun stuff, but before I get started, I need to share something since Rosie brought up my small Carhartts. Today I went to the Publix because, you know, it's Sunday. That's what I do. Hi, Denise. And they were having their Christmas Taste of Christmas tasting. So, you know, they had the little spots all over the store where you could taste stuff. And one of them had some cookies and eggnog. And I kind of like eggnog, but I won't buy it because it's got like 72.9 billion calories per tablespoon. But I will taste it because, as I said to the lady, the lady was there who was doing the taste testing, and then there was this older gentleman standing there, and he was chewing the fat with her and tasting her cookies and eggnog, and she said, "Would you like a sample?" And I said, "Yes, I'd love a sample, you know, because I've heard calories don't count when it's taste testing at the grocery store." And this guy looked at me, and he looked me up and down, and in a very, not a creepy way at all, he said, "Like you need to worry about calories." Yes, I almost fell over. I just about almost fell over. Absolutely made my day. I was like, yeah, you have just no idea how much I need to worry about calories. So that was very fun. I appreciated hearing him say that. Hi, Judy. Hey, Sue. Hi, Linda. Snowy Virginia. Not good. All right, let's get going. So today, the sneak peek I gave you was a gift card holder. If you couldn't tell, I'm pretty sure you could. But before we get going on that, I want to show you the set that I've used for today. And that is the Christmas Traditions Punch Box. The very first thing you'll see about the punch box is it's a very sizable tin. And I think this is kind of keepsake quality myself. It's metal and it's real red and silver. It's 8 inches square, plenty big to hold several made cards or some supplies or whatever you have. It's really kind of fun. Karen, taste testing is no calories. If it's away from home, then it's no calories. I mean, that's just kind of a known thing. Yes, Julie, it did make my week. It might have actually made my year. Okay, so I'm going to quit looking over there for now. But anyway, also in the box when you open it, now this is just a box with some ink and a stamp set and a punch. There's no paper, no embellishments, nothing. This is simply a starting point for you to make your own projects, okay? So don't expect anything else but a good place to start. So you get your tin that you can use forever. You get a wonderful little stamp set with 6 sentiments that are perfectly shaped and sized to use with the matching Christmas Traditions punch, okay? And so it's just kind of fun. You also get a Real Red and a Call Me Clover ink spot. All right? So just think about it. It's like the very first thing in the holiday catalog. And you guys need it. I'm just saying. Because if you have it, then you can be on your way to making this cute little gift holder. Now, of course, you can make the gift holder with other sets and other sentiments, but this happens to be perfectly sized. Okay? So, hey, Nyoka. Hey, Janie. Nice of you to join. Hi, Anne. And yes, the sale is very nice on this Traditions punch box. So grab it while you can, folks. Just saying. Look how fun this is. It looks like any other card holder. You open it up, and it's a pop-up. So that's kind of fun. I don't know about you guys. I love giving gift cards, mostly because it's always the right size, right? It's always the right size, always the right color, and you know they wanted whatever they got with it because they got it. But to some extent, it always feels a little bit to me like I'm kind of phoning it in, you know. But I've got people. I know you all have people too that are hard to decide what to get. So I think if you can take a good gift card to a good place and put it in something fun that looks like you took a minute, and you and I, and between us and the bedpost, we'll know that it didn't take very long. But I think it's a great way to package it up and make it a little more special. So let me show you how to do it. All of this will be on my blog tomorrow. You are going to need a piece of DSP, and I happen to have used the Festive Farmhouse this time around. I like it a lot. Hi, Lenny. Hi, Kathy. Appreciate you joining. This is 4 inches by 9.5. And there are all sorts of places on Pinterest that you can find this. I used the tutorial from, oh lordy, it'll be on my blog post tomorrow. I'm really sorry. I can't remember it right off the top of my head, but it's on my blog tomorrow. So anyway, you need a 4 inch by 9.5 piece of DSP, and you're going to use either your trimmer or score tool and score it 1 5/8, 4 3/8, 5 5/8, and 6 7/8. So let's just go ahead and do it. Shall we just make one? Let's do it. All right. So now when you're scoring with your score tool and DSP, I absolutely recommend that you use the large size of the stylus, okay? You can get way too busy with this smaller side, and you're going to tear the DSP, all right? Especially if you're kind of like I am, a little bit ham-fistedy, and it can get a little bit rough. So you don't have to work very hard. Just score 1 5/8, 4 3/8, 5 5/8, 6 7/8, and that is it. Okay, so you can see, I think you could see, I did not press very hard. I just need to get the scores going, but I don't need to kill my DSP. Now, you have made 4 score lines. As the template shows, you've got 3 that I've drawn in solid line and 1 in a dotted line. The solid lines you're going to fold as valleys, okay? And the dotted line you're going to fold as a mountain. So let's do that. Now, the first thing you have to do before you decide which ones are mountains and which ones are valleys is which side do you want out? And I think I'm going to put my plaid side out because, you know, plaid, love me some plaid. So that means this is a valley. Okay. And we'll just give it a little brush. And then the next one is a valley. And the other end is a valley. You can start to see it kind of coming together, right? But apparently I did that. Something is wrong there, so I'm going to fix that. Because obviously it can't go past that score line, can it? Okay. I must have been yakking and not paying attention. And you can see this is how it's going to close. And then for the middle line that I said was a mountain, you make it a mountain. How about that? All right. There we go. And that is going to be the centerpiece that holds the gift card itself. All right. So there we have it, ready to go. I've kind of borkified this, people, because I think I got ahead of myself a little bit. Let me fix it. I promise my score lines measurements are correct. I'm just kind of borking it for you since I'm on camera. Why wouldn't I be? All right. Okay. Now, to make your card holder, what you're going to use is a punch, and you can use any punch you want, obviously, but I am going to use the Christmas Traditions punch that comes with the set. And what you do is you just hold your cardstock ready, or your DSP, and only go, kind of eyeball the center, and you're only going to go about halfway down the punch, okay? It's not rocket science, but you kind of want to get it to be close. And then you just punch your hole like that. And hang on to this piece, I'll show you why. All right? So that gets that started. Next up, you're going to cut, all right? Right on that mountain, you're cutting the score line, the mountainous score line. All right, and then all we're gonna do is adhere these two pieces together like this. See how it's starting to develop into that pop-up? All right. Now you're gonna put the outside piece to the outside piece, and by the outside piece, of course, I mean the outside. All right, and we're going to use tear and tape adhesive. You can use liquid glue. The first ones that I made last week, I used liquid glue because I could not, for the life of me, find my tear and tape. I'm sure it's somewhere in my highly organized area here. But here's the trick. You just want it on the edges, and you want to go all the way to the top, or the middle, however you want to say that. And then you're going to put it on the other edge, as close to the edge as you can get, like so. Snip it off at the top. And then you're going to go across the bottom, and you want to stay as close to that fold as you can so that you've got as much room as possible for your gift card, okay? Again, you can use liquid glue, just be judicious with it. You know that liquid glue works really good, so you don't need a ton. But this gets a little play when you're putting those gift cards in, so the tear and tape adhesive is a really good option, I think. All right. Hi, Diane. Glad you could join us. Appreciate it. Kathy from Albuquerque, New Mexico. Whereabouts in Albuquerque, Kathy? We spent 4 years, we lived in Corrales, which we loved. All right, so we're just tearing off the cover of the tear and tape. She says, just any second now it's gonna come flying off of there. There we go. All right. I made a whole bunch of these last week. They go very quickly. Okay, so now remember, correct side, outside to outside, okay? And just kind of start lining up the corners and the edges on one side. And then remember, tear and tape is not as forgiving as liquid glue, so you don't want to stick it down until you're pretty sure it's where you want it to be. There we go, like that. And then you can see we've still got our card holder, all right? And when you open it up, there it goes. And you could, Northeast High, love Corrales. Yes, Corrales is a wonderful spot. I couldn't afford the amount of property that I really wanted there, so I didn't retire back. But boy, I sure could have. I sure could. I miss the smell of roasting Hatch green chilies every year. So there you can see it. The card fits perfectly, and you're ready to rock and roll. So now, once you've made these, you can decorate them however. All right. I have chosen to use some of the 3/16 braided linen trim because I love it, and I think it goes really, really well with this DSP. The thing that I love about this card holder is change up the DSP, change up the sentiment. You've got birthday, anniversary, Hanukkah, whatever. Any kind of time that you need to give a gift card, you can do that just by changing up the paper that you use. And because It's Stampin' Up. You get 2 sides of paper, and the paper is thick enough to handle being a gift card holder. That's what I like about it. Okay, so let's go ahead and make us a sentiment. I'm going to use a little piece of scrap Whisper White that I've got. And we're going to use, where are I now? I am south of Atlanta. Let's see. What did I use on the other one? Sending Christmas wishes. How about have a holly jolly Christmas? Let's use that one. That's fun. All right. And we're going to stamp it in. I think we'll stamp it in Cherry Cobbler. Cherry Cobbler. I was thinking about using Mossy Meadow, but I'm going to use Mossy Meadow for my little pine boughs, so I want a different color. I wonder if I could use gray granite. How would that use? Let's try that. Let's try a little gray granite. How about that? See how it looks. Yes, I did move a ways away. It was, my military thing. It was time to do it. And we liked it here. The thing that we like, one of the things that we like about the South is that it's green. The downside of green is that it's humid. So I guess you can't really have the arid desert environment that we really, really liked in Corrales without having some humidity to get the green, right? All right, we're going to see how that looks. I'm not convinced yet, people, but we'll see. We'll try it. We'll try it. I mean, the worst that'll happen is I hate it, and I'll get another piece of Whisper White, and we'll do it in Cherry Cobbler. All right, so now I'm just going to cut this out. Get it centered a little better. There we go. Now, look, I'm going to use this as my backing for this. And I'm going to do that, if you'll see what I've done here, because of the way I've adhered my belly band, I wanted to cover it. So that is what I'm going to do again. All right, so now let's make our belly band. For this size of a gift card holder, it takes about a 6-inch piece of whatever twine that you're using to wrap around. You don't want it to be so tight that you really have to work really hard to get it on. That's why I moved to Washington across the Sound from Seattle. It's green and not as humid as the South. Yes, Donna, you are correct. Washington is on my list. One of these days it will happen, or I'll never get it together. I'll let fear, habit, and inertia keep me from doing what it would take to move. But Washington State is high on my list. Squim is my goal, actually. All right, so what I'm going to do is I've just put a glue dot on the back of my sentiment tag. And really all I'm going to do is kind of hold this and wrap it around like so. And I'm really only doing this so that I get it straight, because I'm still going to take it off. But I now know that this is straight, so we're going to go like that, right? So I'm going to put another glue dot in line with the top, and I'm going to put it back on like so, wrap it around, raise it up, and lay down my twine just like that. Okay. All right, so now I have secured the twine in the back, real easy. And I'm going to take a little liquid glue. Hey Karen, glad to see you. I hope things are going well for you. All right. And then I'm just going to put this on, and I'm going to put the contrasting piece showing, just because I think that'll be cuter. All you're really doing is it's like making sure the back side of your embroidery is nice. Okay, there we go. And then it's all ready to go on your gift card holder. All right. Now all we have left to do is a little decorating. So I have used on this one, I've used a couple of little pine boughs, because if I can come up with a reason to use pine boughs, I'm going to use some pine boughs. And these particular pine boughs are for the ever so cute Night Owl Thinlits. You know, they come with, you get 4 of those dies in that little die set. I don't know where Amy is. She's dissing me, I guess. I don't know. So you get 4. So if you need to make a bunch of these, when I made like 7 or 8 last week, I could cut 4 at a time, and that helps along. So these are Mossy Meadow, and all I'm going to do is put a little bit of glue, liquid glue, at the top of my sentiment, like so, and just glue these on. These are so easy to make, you guys, that it's just you really don't want to tell the people that you're giving this to that it was so easy to make. You want them to think it was hard. That way, that gift card will be even more impressive, right? There we go. And we'll let that settle for a second. And I'll pull out, now I've used galvanized, oh, not those, that is not those, these are those. I've used the galvanized metal buttons, but you know these are hard to come by these days. So if you don't have them, don't fret. You could actually use the True Gentleman buttons, I think would be very pretty. And I'm just hooking that on with a glue dot right over the top of those pine boughs. Okay? We are so close to being done, it's crazy. Now, I'm going to take a little more of this linen thread. Wear that wrist brace, exactly right. It's like those, remember that commercial where she was making the cookies in the kitchen and she was using some kind of mix or those refrigerated cookie dough things, and she'd put that out, and then when she got ready to take the cookie, she'd spritz her face with flour so it looked like she was really working hard. So the same idea, wear a wrist brace, maybe put a Band-Aid on a finger, and certainly dip your finger in some ink blots so that people know that you've really been working hard. So I'm just going to make myself a little bow here out of this braided linen trim, but I don't like that one. You know, I have kind of a problem with bows. I get myself a little wrapped around the axle about them. When in fact, and then I see bows where people have just made them and they're just kind of willy and nilly and they're fine. And I'm like, oh, that's so pretty. And then I try to make one willy nilly and I get all wrapped up again. See what I'm saying? Okay, there we go. Yes, perhaps you can't see why that one's different or better than either of the other two, but it is, trust me. Okay, now we'll cut that off. All right, there we go. And then I'm going to take a last glue dot and I'm going to scrunch it up and stick it right in the middle of my galvanized button. And then I'm going to find the bow that I just, oh, it's right. Oh, good Lord, guys, my goodness. And I'm going to stick the bow that was hiding right in front of me, right there. And y'all, that is it. That is all there is to this gift card holder. So I can assure you, you can knock out a bunch of these really, really fast, especially if you use something like this Christmas Tradition stamp set and the punches. Correct, Julie, the others were twisted and this one is not. Mm-hmm. I'm so bow impaired. Yeah, I gotcha. I'm bow impaired too. I just did the, so one of the cool things, I want to show you guys this thing. I got to show you something. Just so you know we're done with that gift card holder. Are y'all impressed? Yeah, look how easy this is. And I'm going to take this out because otherwise I'll lose it. Because this is actually my gift card that I need to spend. Okay. But you can knock these out really quick. And we could have easily done it with this side out if you wanted to have a little quieter. You could also, if you wanted, I don't really think it's necessary, but you could actually also use plain cardstock and then do some matting and DSP layers on your card holder if you wanted. But I just think that the DSPs that we have are so beautiful that I'm good. Don't you know? Thank you. My Copper Merlot bow was made with my Bow Easy, which is why it was not impaired. Because my worst nightmare is if I have to try to make a bow on a card. I can't do it. I just can't do it. All right, so let me set that aside. Isn't that interesting how I like how the gray granite looks. It does look good, doesn't it? But see, Cherry Cobbler would have been just fine. But I think Mossy Meadow ink with the Mossy Meadow pine boughs would have been too much Mossy Meadow. I didn't think that was even a thing, but it could have been too much Mossy Meadow. But I was trying to tell you about these bows. The reason I was talking about bows is just today I put together this card kit. I don't know if you recognize it. It's called the Precious Parcel Card Kit, and it is from the Celebration catalog. So when Celebration starts on the 3rd of January, hi Patricia, you will be able to get this card kit for with a $50 purchase. You'll be able to get it free. And it is muy bueno, you guys. I love this card kit. But the one thing that I had issues with is the first thing you do is there's 2 little holes. Can you see them? Well, you can't see them because there's a bow in them. But right in that bow, you run the length of your baker's twine up there. And then you have to tie the bow on the card. And I made 8 of them. And the thing that took me the most amount of time was making those 8 bows. Everything else is easy. There's not a stamp set. There's no ink. There's no nothing. Every single thing you need is in this card kit. And you whip out 8 really, really cute cards. You will love this. I promise. You need to put this top of your list as your first level 1 purchase for Celebration. It's awesome. It's awesome. All right. It is 8:30. Anybody want to see what I got in my pre-order? Or you guys want to be done and call it a night? Up to you. I will hold for a moment, have a drink of my ginger lime sparkling ice while you tell me what you want to do. Pre-order or call it a night and head back to bed. Back to bed. Head to bed. Do, 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 do. I'm seeing a bunch of thumbs up. All right. We can do it, people. We can do it. All right. The first thing I'm going to show you, I haven't even opened this yet. This is the Floral Romance Specialty Designer Series paper. Oh, you know what I was going to tell you? This card kit, you know, every time we're at an event, and on stage or on the cruise or wherever, and they announce and show the new products in the new catalog, everybody always claps and cheers for pretty much everything. It's what demonstrators do. We clap, we cheer, we woohoo. But when this picture came up at On Stage as one of the Celebration things, the whole place just erupted. This was such a great, ginormous favorite because it's gorgeous, and it turns out it is just as pretty in real life as what we saw it on stage. So there's that. You're going to really want that. Okay, the Floral Romance, this was another one of those, oh my goodness, sets. So let's take a look at this. Now, this is kind of fun paper. Let me see if you can tell. So what you get with this is you get 3 each of several different designs, and some of those designs are printed on vellum. Can you see this? Can you see that this is vellum paper? See? How freaking gorgeous is that? Oh my goodness. So you get 3 of these, which is beautiful paper. These are double-sided, and then the vellum is obviously really single-sided. And then here's another set of printed double sides. Oh, look at that. Look at that wood grain. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. Oh, I love this paper already. Look at this. Beautiful pink. I think that's powder pink. Let me look and see. Hang on a second. Petal pink. It's petal pink. So you get, in this pack, we have 6 sheets of vellum in 2 designs and 6 sheets of double-sided paper with the 2 designs. So this is one you can get in one of my shares. So my shares are open, people. Go ahead and get you some of this. Get in on the shares. Even demonstrators are welcome. Okay? All right, so that's that one. Now these, I bought 2 of these because I think I like it. This is a celebration item. And I believe it's a $50 celebration item. Lingers is horses, correct. I desire to have that now. Rosie, I saw you signed up. You're going to get some. Look at this color. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is Grapefruit Grove and Lovely Lipstick Foil. Holy smokes. Look at that. It's hard to tell. This one is the Grapefruit Grove. And it almost looks like copper until you get it turned. It's hard. I know it's not showing up right. I just know it's not. Let me raise it up a little bit. No, that's not helping at all. Stop that at once, Mary. Stop it. Stop it. Very hard for you to see, but it is gorgeous foil. And this is another one of those celebration items. Oh, sorry. Didn't mean to spill any beans there, Rosie. All right. So now let's see what else I got. Let's see what else I got. All right. Let's see. How about if I pull out my stamps? And we'll see if I can organize this at all here. Now, part of the Floral Romance suite, besides that Beautimus paper, let me pull it out. Floral Romance might be textured lace. Rectangle, wonderful floral. I believe that's that. All right, and then here. Okay, so here is the Wonderful Romance set, which is part of the suite. And that has beautiful, look at those beautiful flowers. You are the best thing I never knew I needed. What a fun sentiment. Together is a wonderful place to be, and thinking of you. Lovely, lovely. And this is the new cling stamp. So remember, we've talked about that a little bit. Looks exactly like red rubber. The difference is in the stickers. These stickers are really, really sticky, okay? So if you still want to put stickers on, you've probably noticed I don't put stickers on. I probably still won't put stickers on. If you do, just know you need to be sure you have the image lined up correctly on this stamp, because it's not going to come off. It's not going to wiggle. It's not going to move, okay? So once you commit, you're committed. Just throwing that out there. All right, so let's look at these dies that go with. Just so you know, if you're one of my customers, your catalogs went out yesterday, so you should be seeing them starting Monday or Tuesday. All right, here we go. We've got a lovely frame. We've got some leaves. Then this one right here, I believe, if I'm not mistaken by its image, don't lose the flower, is going to fit right over that large flower image. Yep. Nice. That's lovely. It's going to cut the leaves out, and then you could stamp that and then cut the leaves and pop the leaves and flowers over the top of these stamped images. I think that would be very nice. Although actually this is going to also cut that out, you can tell. See how it's going to cut it out? This is going to be so fun to play with. Just so you know, this is our stamp. This is our set that we're using for our January tutorials. So when you order from me in January, you'll get a tutorial made with this Beautimus set. One of the other things in this set is these. Hi, Karen. I see that you're saying you're new to all of this. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. What can we do to help you learn about Stampin' Up! And doing cards? These are fun. They look like old-fashioned wax seals, but they're stick'ems. I think these are awesome. I think these would be wonderful. I like to use old retired washi tapes to hold down my envelope flaps sometimes, but wouldn't these be fun to have a whole bunch of these and just use these on everything? I think they're lovely. They're wonderful. All right, I'm going to set this aside. What else have we got? How about His Grace? We've got Easter going to be coming up in the spring, and we have a lovely, lovely set specifically for that. He's risen, rejoicing in his grace. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and may his precious gift be yours. Lovely set for Easter. All right. Yes, ma'am, Julie. Sort of exactly like a wax seal. Karen, the way that you use the cling stamps, and the same is also true for the photopolymers. Here's a photopolymer. Photopolymer is clear, and the cling stamps are the red rubber. Either or both, you use an acrylic block. So we have acrylic blocks in all different sizes, and you can order these. And so it's really kind of nice. One of the things that I like the best about these stamp sets versus wood, which by the way is going away, is the thinness of the cases. Let me show you a difference. Hang on just a second. Let me see if I've even still got a wood set anywhere. Just 1 second, people. I don't think I've even got wood anymore. Oh yeah, I do. No. This isn't wood, but this is a case that is comparable to what a wood size case would be. So you can see the difference. If you have a bunch of stamp sets, it takes a whole lot less space just to hold the cling stamps or the photopolymers than it would to hold the wood. But the wood is going away, with the exception in the North American market of the background stamps, okay? So you just have these acrylic blocks, and you can use them for all of your stamp sets that you have. All right? Okay, so there's that. We talked about His Grace. Dear Doily, that's a fun one. This one is one that I think is going to be kind of a sleeper. I think people are going to kind of go past it, and I think that's going to be a mistake, because there are some really gorgeous, when you get your catalog, look at the Dear Doily, look at some of the samples that have been made. Very, very pretty, and it's nice. It's got a kind of a good set of well-rounded sentiments, if you like. Words can't express how very sorry I am for your loss. Words can't express just how much you mean to me. Words can't express how much your kindness touches my life. And then enjoy, and just for you. I love these combinations of sentiments. And it will be bundled with the Doily Builder Thinlets. Look at these. I love doilies for layering, and this one I think is going to really give us some nice options to create custom doilies. So here's the large one, and then you have several smaller doily sets, and a bow, and some I'm going to say that Thinlet cuts out that image right there. Isn't that nice? Yeah, and then this will cut out that, and then you can start making, these look like, you remember old spirographs? Spirographs, I think that was what they were. I love those, and this is what these look like to me. But I think this is gorgeous. I think it's going to be a flyover set, but I am urging y'all to not fly over it, okay? Get it, just saying. Get you some. All right, what have we got? Oh, people, look at this. Okay. I'm so excited about this set. I really am. I want this set to go forever. This is the Well Said stamp set. Are you ready? This is 2 entire boxes with all sorts of sentiments, and they're little. They're nice and little and easy to use. So we're talking like 3/8 of an inch tall. And this long one here is only 2 inches long. And so that's going to be like for everything. And it's got all different kinds of words, and you can mix them and match them and put them together. I just think it's awesome. But wait, there's more. Now, who was somebody wanting a catalog? Tell me again, because it scrolled, your comment scrolled back. I would be more than happy to send a catalog to whoever wants it. They just need to let me know. Let me tell you how to do this. If you haven't found my blog, it's at www.stampsandlingers.com, and you can contact me through there, and I will be happy to get you a catalog. I've got them ready to rock and roll. All right, you ready? You ready? Are you ready for why this is so exciting? Boom! Look at this, you guys. Look. Words. It's words. It's words. We've got your happy. We've got your welcome. We've got your hooray. There's all sorts of words. So between die-cut words, and they're small and delicate and beautiful, and some flowers, and bunches of little fun images to go with, combined with all of these words in the stamp set. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay, you guys, this will not be a flyover. I don't think this will be a flyover because everybody loves dies for words. Everybody loves word dies. I know I do. And I'm already hoping to the Stampin' and Thinlits gods that this continues on, because this is going to be a great set. I can't wait to make something with it. Maybe I'll do that this week. Okay, let me put that aside. Let me see what else we got. What else? Oh, I love this. Now, I know that some people don't love these stamps, but I do love these stamps. We have a set right now in the holiday catalog called Joy and Noel, where it's just a single word surrounded by foliage that you can color with your Stampin' Blends or with your watercolor pencils or with a blender pen and an ink pad. And oh my goodness, okay? Now, this is what we get in the Occasions catalog. These are birthdays, and you can see these. Can you see? Let me see. Can you see them? Yeah. Around this one, you've got some pennants, not penance, but pennants, and balloons with some flowers and leaves to color. And then Hooray has balloons and some confetti and presents. And then just simply, it's your day and happy birthday. I just love these. I think they're fun, they're easy, they're big. Look at how big these are, folks. So this is, you stamp this and color it, boom, you've got a card, just like that. Stamping and coloring, and that's about all it takes. Great card. Don't fly over this one. All right. Now, are you aware of the Vivid Vases set? I'm sure you are. How could you not be? Because it's wonderful. Vivid Vases is Varied Vases is the $1 million stamp set that Mary Fish developed when she hit $1 million. All right? And Varied Vases works with the Vase Builder Punch. Well, Varied Vases is the annual catalog. And look what we're getting in the Occasions catalog. Vibrant Vases that matches the same punch set that you've probably already purchased from the annual catalog. So I love when things come together in a way that allows us to work with multiple tools together. And this Vibrant Vases is gorgeous. I love the sentiments, and the vase images are even better, and the flower images, I think, even better than in the original stamp set. So this one, grab it up, just because it's also going to work with a stamp with a punch that you've probably already got. If you don't have it, I'm just going to say why not? You need to get it. Okay, just Just saying, throwing it out there. Mary is from, well, Mary was born in California, then moved to Colorado when she was in junior high. And I'm going to stop talking about myself in the third person because that's weird. I really kind of grew up mostly in California and Colorado. And then when I went to college in Colorado, after that, I was in the military, so we moved around. So I've spent some time in Lubbock, Texas. I've spent some time in Shreveport, Louisiana, and California, and Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Georgia, and a little stint in Delaware. So I've been kind of all over the place. But currently, I am retired in Georgia, just south. Where are you? Karen, did you tell me where you were from, Karen Hart? Oh, you guys, are you ready? I've been like teasing you with this right here. You see what this is? Let me take it out of this paper so that it doesn't glare. Do you see that? Can you see it? There. I think you can see. Do you see what that is? That is a dog, y'all. Now, that dog's tail is a little long to be a Finn dog, but it would certainly be a Labrador dog or a German Shepherd dog, and it's got a little heart. And look at the cute stamp set that goes with it called Happy Tails. And we've got Friends Forever, So Sorry for Your Loss, my favoriteest of all, A Best Friend Leaves a Paw Print on Your Heart. I get asked a lot for cards for people who've lost their dogs, and I like to have the option to have a dog that looks like a dog, doesn't look like a cartoon, doesn't have sorry for the loss of your furry friend. I want it to be serious enough to make it be what it is, which is a huge loss. So I love this set. Now, one thing that I didn't buy this time yet, I will in January, is we have a new stamp in the Occasions catalog that works with the cat punch. So stand by and wait and watch for that one to come, because I will be getting it come January. All right, Butterfly Gala, we've already seen this. Tea Together. Here is a fun stamp set. Perfect for Mother's Day. And guess what? There is a coordinating die set in the, where is it? In the Celebration catalog. All right. And this one, I believe, is a $50. Yeah, I think it may be $100. I'm not sure. I would have to look again. But it coordinates with the stamp set that's in the Occasions catalog. Let's take a look. Oh, how fun. Oh, look at that. Now, you all know, those of you who know me, Kathy Hart, you don't know me yet, but I like to fussy cut. But a lot of people in the world, I don't know why, but a lot of people don't. Now, see, I'm thinking, I don't know if that's going to work on that or not. It doesn't look like it. I want it to. It makes me think it's supposed to, but it hasn't so far. So we'll have to see what this one's going to do. And then we have a cup, and we've got the flower and the smaller flower. So you can buy the Tea Together stamp set and a few other items, and then you can get the coordinating dies for free for Celebration. Now, Celebration, you remember, or you don't, but you will soon. Celebration, the Occasions catalog goes from the 3rd of January until the end of May. Maybe to the end of June, 6 months. And then the Celebration catalog is only good the first 3 months, so March, April, or January, February, March, okay? And Celebration has some big things going on it, and I'm going to show you those as we get a little closer. But Tea Time and Tea Together, great set. This sentiment, I love that. It's Happy Mother's Day, love is a warm cup of tea, and then we have our love is one that covers years through life's joys and sometimes tears, a bond that stands the test of time, mother and daughter, hearts intertwined. So that's a very nice sentiment for Mother's Day. Very holiday specific, but that's okay. We need holiday specific, don't we? Sometimes. Okay, what else have I got here? All right, now one of the sets that I got June 3rd. Thank you, Sue. Let me find it here. We have a set called Humming Along with a beautiful hummingbird and a flower, and wishing you an amazing birthday, a thank you, and a feel better soon. So this is wonderful. It covers 3 different things that you might need a pretty card for, right? And then you can get the bundled hummingbird framelits dies. So let's take a look at those. You guys getting bored yet? I promise I'll be done here in just a second. I've only got a couple more to show you. Here we go. The cover may be smaller than the stamp, Brooke. You are correct, and I'm kind of hoping that's the case. All right, so here, look at this beautiful, I love this one. This one looks kind of like netting or a honeycomb when you cut it, so it's pretty. It's a pretty little stamp to put in, maybe not a stamp. Cut the corner of your card front and then put a stamped and cut image over the top of it would be very pretty. And then it has this beautiful sentiment label die right here. That's pretty. I like that. All right. So this is a fun bundle too. I haven't decided if this will be a flyover or not. I think people I know people love flowers, and I know they like birds, so this one may be one that gets some play. All right, what have I got here? All right. The last, here you go, people. If you haven't been waiting for these dies, then it may be, it may be that you are new. So Karen, as Julie is telling me, the price range of the stamp sets is quite varied. That one that had all those stamps in it, that was a big price. And do you think I have my catalog with me right here? Hang on just a second, and I will tell you what that one is. Just a minute. But it varies quite a lot on how many images are in the set. If there was one that you were particularly interested in, I would be happy to tell you that. That Well Said one. Well, let's talk about the hummingbird. Humming Along, the stamp itself is $20, and then the die set is $27. But if you purchase them together, you'll save 10%. So for $42.25, you would get the stamp set and the dies together. All right, and there you go. Julie, you're my new best friend. Yay! All right. So, any hooch, let me tell you this. Let me show you these. Ready? These are rectangle stitched framelits. Oh yeah, I'm not even kidding. But what's really cool about them, if you can see, because yeah, we do already have a small set of rectangular dies, right, that are stitched framelits. But these, you can see, I don't know if you can see. Let me show you. You can see that there's 3 lines. This outside line is a stitch line, then the inside line is a stitch line, and then the middle line is a cut. So when you cut this out, you're going to get a stitched line on what cuts out, and you're going to get a stitched line that stays on your cardstock. I'm just going to show you that because that'll be a lot easier to show. It's double stitched. Yes, hang on just one second. I'm going to stamp something out. I'm going to cut something out here for you, and you can see it. Hold one, please. All right, so we just cut this out. When I pick it up, can you see that it's still stitched where you left it? The other stitched framelits, the part that remains after you cut, there is no stitching on. Those simply look like this, where the negative piece, the piece that you've pulled out, has the stitching. But you can see this one is stitched, and what is left is stitched. So that is really, really cool. And the sheer number of these framelits is amazeballs. Look at that. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 different sizes of rectangles. Yay! Stampin' Up! Woohoo! I cannot tell you how OnStage erupted when these were announced. They went crazy. Okay, I'm going to show you one more thing, and then we're going to go. Are you ready? You ready? This is the Lace Dynamic Textured Impressions Embossing Folder right here. This is beautiful. Look at that. Can you see that? How gorgeous that's going to be? Oh, isn't that beautiful? Think about that for a card front. You could do the card front in this and just a small sentiment, and you'd be good to go. This would also be really good to sponge your embossing folder, and then do the embossing and get that sponged look and get some color added to the embossing. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. It is a die, and that is those metal things she's showing you used to cut. Correct. The dies are the metal shapes that cut things out, and you need to have a big shot or some other kind of a cutting tool. It looks like this. This is a big shot, and what you do, let me just show you. Here we have our piece of cardstock, and you make a sandwich with a platform and some plates, and then you find your dies that have gone the way of the wind. Here we go. Place a piece of cardstock and a die and another plate, and then you roll it through like so, and out pops your shape like this. All right, so do you need a big shot right away? Only if you want to cut framelits and thinlits, which are these dies, or do embossing with embossing folders. But you can certainly start making cards with just cardstock and ink and stamps. You absolutely can. All right. So Karen, I will be happy to answer any questions. Give me a holler. You can send, if you'll give me an email or something here, I will be happy to get in touch with you, and we'll get you hooked up. Or you can go to my blog and we'll get you set. All right, guys, I am going to let you go because it is now officially almost 9 o'clock. That's, the official time, almost 9 o'clock. And we're going to call it a night. I hope you've had a good time. It was kind of boring, maybe, but I think it's fun to see the new things, and I do hope that you will make you some gift card holders. Okay? All right. Y'all, we will see you next week. Thank you so much for spending some time with me tonight. Bye-bye.